Good evening, everybody. Bruce Fosser here, Tune the Fat. Welcome to tonight's show. Unfortunately, last week I was in between everything. My head wasn't in it last week. Been fried work-wise, getting a bit under the hump. I've been unwell as well, so so back on track, back in tonight. I was wondering if I was actually going to manage tonight, simply because I been under the pump, short-staffed at work, putting in longer hours driving and picking up young people. For those of you that don't know, I do youth work, and it means picking up young people, young teenagers who are on the radar with police, and we're trying to de-escalate their offending history. So we're trying to provide. So I do personally with my colleagues. We do mentoring program, and we try to prepare these young people for making more positive outcomes and decisions for themselves. So that's where we're coming from. So because we're short-staffed, our catchment is quite a large area, and it means I have spent the past 2 days. I probably have been in a vehicle work-related for about 15 hours, picking up and obviously travelling back and forward to work as well. So long hours, very mentally draining, not physically draining, but mentally draining. And I wasn't too sure if I was going to make it tonight. I got home, not too bad. I thought, let's try and put it together for tonight and let's see where we go. So here we are. Good evening, Nathan. Nice to have you on the show. For anybody who's tuning in for the first time, what is this all about? It's about jet ski community, what we do as a group, as a community across all spectrums, camping, fishing. I don't really touch too much on the fishing. I don't do it myself, but I try and bring in some of it so that people get an idea of what's going on, and it's not just all one thing or the other. Racing, recreational riding especially. What we'd like to see from the community is if everyone can tag Jet Ski Republic. I'm happy to be collaborating, or just tag me, and I can add it to the show and highlight what it is you're doing if it is of interest to the broader community, and hopefully get it out there so that we can see all the good things that we're doing, and not focusing on all the crappy stuff that's going on that seems to hit the headlines. I want to try and highlight the good stuff. I'd rather leave the negative stuff behind, unless it is absolutely necessary. So welcome anyway. Please tag, share the pages on Facebook, share the link from YouTube. If you want to comment on YouTube, you'll have to have a YouTube account, and you can still, once you've done that, once you've signed up on your YouTube account and liked the page, follow the page, subscribe to the page, switch on your notifications. You won't miss a thing then. Every week we go out on YouTube and Facebook. If you don't want to miss it, or you want to keep up to date with what's going on, then subscribe, follow, like, share, make it bigger. You can also support the show through Facebook if you can. There is an option to send some stars. It's not a lot. It goes some way towards helping me provide content for you guys, and helps pay for some of the costs that I incur in relation to this, which ultimately I don't mind, but every little helps. So if people can, if viewers and fellow jet ski riders can help out in any way, this is your way to do it. Just have a look down. You can see send some stars, and it's a little thing, but it goes a long way to helping me keep providing things without necessarily having to go into my own pocket all the time. So that would be much appreciated if people can help out. So anyway, tonight I'm flying solo again, which I'm actually getting quite used to, although I don't want to get too used to it, because I always like to try and bring on a new guest or previous guests, and I still have to get Joshua Dowling back on, who provides all the latest updates on what's happening across the models and the jet ski legislation, that kind of stuff. Oh, Dan, wow, that was quick. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah, thanks for the stars. That's awesome. So, good evening, Dan. Sorry. So, anyway, let's get on with the show. So, where are we going with this tonight? Wayne, good evening. T-shirts on order, mate, so we're all good. I'll talk about that shortly. So, where are we at tonight? So, tonight we're going to go through our usual stuff. We'll go through our race community first, and I like to keep the recreational stuff to the end. We're going to talk about the Shoreline Yamaha Jet Blaster Battle, which happened at the weekend. Such a great event, and we'll talk about that as well. We will do a bit of a roundup on the recent state championships as well, with up at the Queensland State Championships. So we'll do a little roundup on that as well. By all means, leave your comments, say hi. Please ask a question if there's something you want to clarify, or there's something you're not sure of. I know some people sometimes struggle with my accent. Hopefully the captions, if there's captions are on, hopefully that'll help. But I don't think I'm too bad. I hope not anyway. So yeah, let's get rolling. Okay, so listen, let's switch over to our roundup, and we're going jet ski in New Zealand. Now, I know there's been a little bit of, I saw a little article, I think it was either earlier today or it was yesterday. New Zealand Jet Ski and Boat Association. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Alexi, sorry. See, you can put it in text, Alexi. I can't. I can't do a show in comments. So I've got to do it live. Good evening, Simon. Thanks for tuning in. So anyway, let's go jet ski racing New Zealand. New Zealand racing in general. So they do have a calendar, a big calendar of events. There was a hint that they were all going to be on the same page this year. It looked like it was going to happen, but unfortunately, barriers and disagreements have come into play. Who's at fault? Who knows? But anyway, things have happened. So, Jet Ski Racing New Zealand have pulled out of any MOU, can I say, memorandum of understanding, in relation to the race calendar under the NZJSBA. So they have their reasons, and you totally respect that. So yeah, so jet ski racing are not having anything to do with their calendar. They're not officially endorsing it. They won't be. I would imagine they won't stop any riders, because it's not what they do. If riders want to still ride NZJSBA, then by all means they're free to. But yeah, they're out of it, so they're done. But as far as they're concerned, as far as they're concerned, their roundup, they had a enduro round at the weekend there, and the race results are up. This is round 2, and let's see if I can figure it out again. The R1 class, which is the pro, I believe. I think, that's the open class. Noah has obviously been in the States. He hasn't come back in time, so he's obviously missed out. But there was 3 in that one. Taylor Cresswell, Josh Ashby took the win in that one. R2 class, Darrell Henderson has taken 2 for 2 so far over the first 2 rounds. Baxter Huggins, he took 2nd in R2 class. R3 class, Connor Brink, no stranger to the Queensland State title recently. He pulled out the win and I believe he only got back into New Zealand on the Saturday. So congratulations, Connor. That's an actually aspirated class. And yeah, so he got the win in round 2. Leading the table at the moment. R4 Dave Vennell got a win, so well done. Tommy Skips, Noah's dad, he's got another win as well. Stand-up class, 2 for 2, Russell Thurgood. S3, Gabriel Dunningham. Declan Thorngood's got the win in round 2 as well. Close one there in that class. And so yeah, they've got, that's their round. They've got round 3 coming up. Let me just have a quick look at that again and see when round 3 is. They've got it up there somewhere. That's not right. That's not the right one. My bad. Let's see. Where is it? I've probably just flicked right past it. Let's click like. It is up. Schedule's there. Nope, it's not. Dave, you're meant to make these things easy, mate. Let me have a check. Actually, it might be on the website. Events. Let's go. Yeah, wait a minute. There we go. Stump Bay. There you go. Stump Bay, 28th of September. End of the month. Not bad. So, not long. That is 4 weeks. 4 weeks time at Stump Bay, Luke Taupo, sorry. Guys, if you're in that area, remember, go down there, help support, and things will be warming up a little bit there, so it will be a little bit warmer than it should be. So, although it is New Zealand, so we won't hold that against them. Alright, so that's New Zealand, Jetski Racing New Zealand, Inc. Let's just quickly close them. What do we have? We're closer to home now. Victoria have just released a schedule last week as well. They are trying to put together a schedule for the year, for the next 6 months or so, 8 months. They're looking at 2 events this side of Christmas, so hopefully they pull them off. Both of them at Lake Maggie. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about Lake Maggie. It's a great venue. They've got Marshall's Tower as well, which overlooks the starting line. So please go down and support these events. If you're curious about reaching out to VGSBA, if you are curious about the events themselves and whether it's just enduros or whether it's circuits and enduros, then please reach out to them to find out for clarification which of those weekends are enduros or whether it's circuits and enduros. I believe there might be one weekend where it is possibly just enduros. I'm not too sure which one it will be, but this side of Christmas is certainly something to look forward to, and if you're thinking about it, by all means hit them up and get yourself signed up for it. So there's a couple of events this side of Christmas in Victoria. Support these clubs if you can, please. Forgot as well, VGSBA also have their AGM on the 15th of September. So Alexei, thanks for that, mate. Okay, so according to Alexei, or Alex Ewings, the first weekend, which is in October, of the Glen Maggie is an enduro event only. Allegedly. Until I find out, I'll go by that one because I'm pretty sure Alex has confirmed that, he wouldn't say that to someone if that's not happening. So anyway, there you go. That's the enduro first weekend in October. It's the first weekend event in October. So yeah, something to look forward to there. Alright, now they've got their AGM on the 15th of September. So again, they're looking for people to step up, help support the club and move the club forward. So if you put your hand up, please get involved, help the club out, and hopefully we get more racing on the scene, especially down Victoria way, who have kind of had a couple of events, but it would be nice to see something a bit more regular from them. from purely from their point of view as well. They've got a lot of racers down there, and yeah, they just need events to go to, make it easier to access as well. So support, support, support. All right, now let's go to AGSBA, national governing body, and they also have their AGM this weekend. This week, so I think the nominations have already been closed. Yep, they closed last week. Guys, if you've stepped up and nominated yourself for a position, make sure you're in attendance at this meeting tomorrow night. I believe you'll get a link sent through in regards to that event, and then you can vote for whoever's going to be on the committee there. Again, they need bodies there as well, so the more the merrier. This is New South Wales, my bad, it's not AGSBA, this is New South Wales. So again, if you're in the New South Wales area and you're looking to step up and help out, hook up with these guys, put your hand up, help support the club. Again, it's the same as the VGSBA, it's same with, this is New South Wales, Queensland's the same. All the clubs need help. Doesn't matter what state we're in, the more the merrier. More hands makes light work. Okay, so please bear that in mind and help support your local club. Alright, so that's New South Wales. One of the ones we did talk about, or we haven't talked about, is the AGSBA have got their national titles coming up next year, 2026. Put it in your diary. It's at Lake Macquarie, I believe it's Elabina. I've never been there myself. I hear it's one of the better venues for the national titles. They've been there quite a few times, I believe. And yeah, so put it in your diary. Contact the relevant people at the AGSBA. There's an email. Drop an email to them if you're wanting more information. If you want to help get involved, sponsor, whatever, contact them. So yeah, especially accommodation. If you're planning on going down, get your accommodation booked early, and yeah, hopefully it's a big national titles coming up in 2026. Okay, so that's the 20th to the 22nd of March. Okay, now let's go Queensland. Now, okay, so there has been some mixed reactions after last weekend. Not last weekend, the weekend before, for various reasons. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of all the anything that potentially happened or did happen. I'm not going to go into that. I purely want to go through what the results are. Everybody, like, all I'll say was there was a couple of incidents there involving skiers, and it was unfortunate that those things happened. That's my view on it. People will debate about what's right and what's wrong. I'm going to leave that to them. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as Jetski Republic's concerned, they were unfortunate incidents, and that's as far as I'll go. Okay, so I want to go through the results, and I'll try and see if I can do this off the top of my head. I don't have the paperwork in front of me, but let's go through some pictures here, and let me just go through. Let me find the starting point. All right, so let me see. See if I can get this right. Okay, so that was the open runabout enduro. Brett Douglas, Kim Davies, first and second, respectively. Big shout out to Ben Mountford and Amanda Mountford as well, for these absolutely cracking plaques that they did for all the riders, for the winners, and like, they don't look like, when you see them in the flesh, they are pretty nice. They are really nice, in fact. There was a few comments from people about how nice it was to see them and to get them. Something really different. The guys at STKR Designs, Ben and Amanda, even had clips and brackets so that you could either stand them up or hang them on your wall, which I thought was a really nice touch. And they were handing them out to anybody that needed them. So congratulations to Ben and Amanda for them. Yeah, great effort. It was fantastic to see them. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. All right. Now that is the. Let me just quickly look at that one. Hang on, I'm going to have to zoom in on that. Amateur stock. So we have Scott Scoble and Dave Marichek, first and second. We've got the Pro 1500 stock stand-ups. Let me get this right. Was Max Moran, Matt Donnelly, and Cooper. No, it wasn't. Let me see. I'm going to check this. I can't remember if it was Jake or Cooper. Sorry, my bad. That's terrible. I can't even see that. My eyesight's gone. I'm pretty sure it was Cooper. Pretty sure it was Cooper. It was Cooper. It was Cooper. My bad. Okay, so congratulations to them. Stock runabout. Yep, stock runabout enduro as well. Kim got third in that one. Let me just pan that one out because there's a second rider in that. Alright, so there we go. We got Scott Scoble had taken out the stock runabout enduro, and Anthony Worth got second, and third was Kim Davies. So congratulations to the boys there. Let's go back again. We are in the rec lights. We have Troy Sakasiris. Thanks, Dan. I just realised that. I just finally worked that one out. I always get mixed up with Jake and Cooper because I know they both do stand-ups, but I should have known because he was there on bloody the whole weekend. So my bad. So yeah, rec lights. We have Troy Sakasiris got first place. We've got Jasper Buchanan got second place, and I almost said Dad there, but it is Dad. Go Dad. Ben Mountford got third place, rec lights. So congratulations to the boys there. And naturally aspirated, we have Connor Brink, who had some interesting battles with Darrell and Chris Chop, but he won it clear and simple. He won it all the way from New Zealand. So well done to Connor. Second was Darrell Apps. Chris Kane Chop got third. That's a naturally aspirated class. So well done to the boys there. We've got the Pro Expert Stock Runabouts. First and second was Brett Douglas first, and Ben Mountford got second. Naturally aspirated runabout. Unfortunately, there were a couple that were going to race naturally aspirated. Seb, unfortunately, ski had an absolute brain fart and was a no-no, so he couldn't race. So his whole weekend was torpedoed on day one at the first race. So Connor ran away with the naturally aspirated runabout enduro. No other enduros in that race, so well done to him. There we have the 2 4-stroke stand-ups Pro-Am. Matt Donnelly got first, Taylor Porter got second, and Max Moran he got third place. So well done to them. Okay. All right, now women's class. This was where the bone of contention was, and I'm not going to dwell on it too much. There was a bit of a mistake on the points catch up. It turned out that it was to do with the way it was calculated, and Taylor managed to work out that there was a bit of an anomaly, you could call it maybe, but it wasn't calculated properly. Taylor had pointed that out, and once it was looked at, it was actually after the fact, after this was all done and dusted, it was actually determined that Taylor had actually won the women's class. Millie Stone got second place, and Melissa Erbacher got third place. So let's have a closer look at those trophies, though. Like, they're crackers. Like, they are pretty stunning. I can't help it, but so that was one of the issues. There was a heated debate about who actually won. and when it was looked at after the fact, um, it was actually found out that Taylor had actually highlighted an anomaly. I think that's what I can say. I think that's what I can call it in the scoring setup, which was good because it's allowed the team to get it fixed for the next time, so it won't happen again. So yeah, she got the win, and Millie got second. There wasn't much in it, but Mel got third place. So congratulations to them. Novice class, beginners class. Jai Hunter, first place, and Max Buckley got second, and Anthony Worth got third place in the beginners class, and I think that's pretty much that. So, hey, listen, guys, there was a few incidents. What's a big event? What's a fortnight? You know, can things be avoided? Yes, they probably could, and they can be. Everything's a learning curve. Accidents can happen and may happen. That is the nature of motorsports. Doesn't matter what it is, what type of motorsports it is. Inevitably, there is that potential. There's always going to be that potential. But it is what it is, and it's all worked out the way it is. It's really unfortunate certain things happened. The results have all been clarified and have been sorted out. So, learning lessons, yes, there are learning lessons, and hopefully it's been taken on board, and we move on from there. So, onwards and upwards, I say. That's the way I look at it. So, congratulations to everyone that took part, and hopefully we'll see you all again at the next event. Alright, so that's the QPWC state titles. At the moment, I've had a couple of questions to me about when the next competition might be for the QPWC. There's nothing on the horizon at the moment on this side of this year. To be honest, I think it'd probably likely be a bit of a hiatus, with the focus being on early 2026. If there's anything comes up, there's likely to be a meeting, a big club meeting. A few things need to be sorted out, and hopefully we'll get that sorted out sooner rather than later, so planning can start for 2026. If there's any events, it may be a complete one-off event this side of Christmas, but as and when, please just keep following the socials, and if there's email, if you're a member of the club, you will get an email to highlight if anything is happening or due to happen. You will be notified. Okay, so that's the QPWC. Alright, let's go rec side. Now, again, I always like to touch base on the recreational side of things. We have our team, our riders, our fellow colleagues up north in Northern Ireland. I say up north, that's like Darwin or up Cairns or something, but I say it's Northern Ireland. So they do have a ride coming up pretty soon. There you go, that's their ride. Carrickfergus to Port Patrick. Why do I highlight this? Because we do have a lot of expats down this way that go back to the UK for breaks, especially in the jet ski community, and if they have the opportunity to catch up with some of these guys, then by all means drop them a message, because they will be more than happy to support you coming on a ride with them. They're no strangers to the show. Steve Seenan has been on the show with some of his colleagues and his daughter, talked about the club, talked about what they try and do. So they always try and do a bunch of rides every year, and this one's no different. So they've got one coming up on the 6th of September. If you get an opportunity and you're in their neck of the woods, drop them a message and see what they can do for you. And hopefully, even if you're just meeting them for a drink, go socialise, okay, and have fun, because you will. That's the boys in Northern Ireland, or the teams in Northern Ireland. I say boys because that's a bit sexist. They do have female riders as well. That's the crew at Northern Ireland. Alright, so I totally agree with you. You see these trophies in the flesh, they are nice, very nice. Alright, now let's see where we're at. Alright, Jetski Jake family. This one I wish to highlight. I don't know who the hell is responsible for this. The fact that they're hiding their faces says it all, and I hope for their sake that's a stolen ski, simply because they won't be caught. If they're on a registered ski, they're being caught because yeah, they'll be after them. The poor fella on his canoe, there's no need for it, and it's people like that that give our community a bad name. So it's nonsense, absolute nonsense. It shouldn't be happening. All right, that's they highlighted that on their group. I'm just looking at a comment there from Seb Howard again. I think it's a Gold Coast issue over a jet ski issue, overpopulated waterways. Jai Smith, if you're going to make those kind of comments, take your business elsewhere. You're not welcome in these groups. It's nonsense. There's no need for that at all. Seb, it's not a Gold Coast issue at all. The overpopulated waterways, it's not about making excuses for them. At the end of the day, they shouldn't be doing it. They know the rules. Everybody knows the rules when they sign up for their license. So please behave accordingly. Okay. I hope they've been caught and I hope they've been fined and have lost their license or whatever. So anyway, let's go. Where are we at? I think they've been pretty quiet. They've had some people going out, but they haven't posted much over the past week or so. So Jake was on Bertie's radio show. Check it out. Go to the Jetski family page. The link's there if you want to go and have a listen to hear what was said. By all means, check that out. Good evening, Josh. Hope things are good for you down in Victoria. That's the Jetski family. Kevin Whiteley and his crew. There's a nice one there from Jason McNider out in Nelson's Bay. Man, that looks like glass. I hope you guys can see that. Hope you can all see that. That looks stunning. Very nice. There's the money shot. They pop out of nowhere. Like, I know there's that old argument about, get away from them, all that kind of stuff. Guys, when they appear, there's nothing you can do apart from try and move away. But their natural curiosity, they just come towards you. They just want to come and see what you're all about. Okay. And like at the end of the day, it's not just jet skis. They do it to big cruise ships. They do it to other ships and boats and stuff like that. Yeah, I believe he's up in Noosa? No, he's not. I'm going to wait to come to that actually because he posted a comment. Posted something up. So I know he's up somewhere. Where's his post? There it is. He is Noosa. So, Sherry, any idea? Can you shed some light on what it was he did? What was the ride he done? Do you know? Let's see. Let's see if he's left any comments. Yeah, they're too early. Yeah, I don't know where he's at today. He's out all the time. He's a lucky man. He's like, love to be able to do what he the time he has to get out and about. Travis LeMay, that brings back this. See that video there, that brings back memories for me. Yesterday, I was outside my garden. I was outside in my garden, and man, I got dive bombed by a magpie. Yeah, at first I didn't think anything of it. I was looking at my eye and it was kind of like, 2-3 meters away. I thought that will be fine, be alright. It was kind of looking at me, and then I turned my head round, bang, got me right on the side of my forehead. So I don't know if you can see that. Like, I've got a little one there, so probably about there. Yeah, there it is. You can see it's almost like a claw mark or beak. I don't know what it was, but it was a bit nippy. Sherry, where did he post it? Let me just refresh the page, see if he's posted it in his group. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Let's have a look. He's posted it 27 minutes.
can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time. And who can save you?
Let me just have a look and see if Kevin. Let's check out Kevin's page. It's the same one. Oh, there it is. There's his big one. Keen for a watch? Let's have a look at it and let's just see what's going on. 400 kilometers. I'm going to mute the music just in case because I might potentially get a copyright strike and it'll potentially shut down the stream. So on Facebook anyway. Alright, so cracking looking weather. It's nice up there. I'm assuming it's just Kevin and Dan that are up there. That's where some of the footage you saw earlier. Well, I checked out the water. Making you sick. Wow. It's nice. See, these are the kind of videos I like. These videos I like because it tells a bit of a story. It's not just a 30-second mishmash of just images. And I understand that people don't necessarily want to watch longer videos, but to me, I like to see a story. I like to see what somebody's got up to on a ride, especially something like this. These are the kind of videos I want to try and highlight, and I'd love to be able to share them. So if you're doing these type of videos, please tag me. And wow, that's a biggie. Woo! Damn! Wow. Okay, so there we go. That's Kevin Wiley and Dan Gilmore out and about today. Hectic. So, yeah, that's a big one. So well done to the boys there. Can't say no more. All right, now Jetski. Where are we? What's happened? Just jumped off the chair. All right, now Jetski Riders Gold Coast in Brisbane. Sorry guys, I've said this before. It's been agreed by admins and that we're not having any for sale skis on the page, simply because there are other pages for that. This is not one of them. Okay, so please don't sell your ski on this page. It will be removed. Alright, now what was it? There was one I was looking for. I can't remember what it was. Lance Lucas. He posted this one up earlier. Yesterday, sorry. So just a very brief video. 360 camera. These are pretty good. I've only really used my 360 camera once on my ski. I'm needing to use it a bit more because it does really add a different dimension to your video. But there's room for the GoPros. There's room for the DJIs. Different styles, different looks. So by all means, please put these together. And this was one I posted up. I posted this one up yesterday. Bucket list trip. If you could ride anywhere in the world, where would you like to go? For me, this one here with the team at Dangerous Water, they're up to Alaska. They go out of the very north of Seattle, and then head up towards Alaska. And I've had Stephen Moles on the show a while back, which proved a bit. How did I do it? I think I pre-recorded it initially, simply because of the time difference, and I had to record it on a Sunday because the time difference was so huge that it was so big that it's not like I couldn't do the show and then bring it on, because it would have meant doing the show at like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and that's not how I roll. So I did a recorded version of it, and he came on, and like Janua is just a beautiful looking town. It's his base, it's where he operates from. They do that trip. George Marquis can vouch for this, and I think Dean Freeman has also done it. So those two can both vouch for this particular trip. It's not particularly cheap, but you get what you pay for, which is certainly an experience of an absolute lifetime. So yeah, it's certainly one I would love to go on. I just need to win the lottery. So keep those stars coming. Keep those stars coming if you can. That would help. No, it's that's my bucket list. That's what I would love to do. Please comment in the posts or even here where you would like to go for your bucket list trip. But that's mine anyway. So there you go. That's that. Jetski Adventurers, as most of us know already who are linked to this, they got the Fraser Coast Escape in the 20th, 24th of September. T-shirts for those that have ordered, just for those that are tuning in or watching back later. They are already ordered. I confirmed the order last night. Away, paid for. They're due to be delivered back to me, ready to roll for distribution when I get up there on the 20th. I'm meant to get them on the 18th. So hopefully there's no hold-ups. I'll be a bit disappointed if there are hold-ups. But fingers crossed. They usually come a little bit quicker. So we'll see how that goes. But they're all on order. George Marquis, he's going on one of the day trips. And then he's heading off to the Whitsundays with a couple of riders of his own team. So he's heading to Whitsundays. He actually asked if he could get Whitsundays added to it, and I've done that. So his T-shirt is almost identical to Carol to this group's ride, with just the addition of a little nameplate hanging underneath with and Whitsundays on it. So looking forward to seeing everybody wearing them and representing Jetski Adventurers Fraser Coast Escape. All right, so that's a couple of weeks. Really looking forward to that one. Guys, keep checking your socials. There will be posts in regards to people who have done these trips. There'll be a variety of people up there putting their footage up, their pictures. Depending on how things go, I'm going to see if I can do some kind of a live stream up there while I'm at it. I think it'd be pretty cool, but I need to figure out how feasible it is without creating any damage to my gear. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's that one. And finally, I want to just shout out to the team at Shoreline Yamaha and Yamaha Wave Runners Australia for, especially the team at Shoreline Yamaha and Jordy and his crew, Thane. Absolutely outstanding event on Saturday night at the Bayside Wake Club. If you haven't seen the event, go to the Jetski Republic YouTube channel. It is there. You'll probably have to fast forward about half an hour to get to the actual start of the actual event itself. I just set it up and switched it on early so I could then go so I can do a few other bits and pieces while it was playing, and I didn't want to have to come back to it and have potential problems later on just before I'm due to go to air. So I started it early. If you're looking for the actual footage, fast forward about 30 minutes or so to the start of the event. You'll see all the qualifying runs, and then you'll see the shootout as well, which was really, really good. Let me see, there's your final 10 that were racing in the time trial. Now basically what you're seeing behind there is that's the starting point behind Bailey's helmet there, and then they had to go out. I don't know if you can see that mouse. Yeah, you can. Out, turn left, sweep right, sweep left again, sweep right, and then do a 180 around the blue boy, and you can go either under it and round or over it and round, and then come back doing a left, a right, a left, a right through the finish line. And they had somebody positioned on the ramp there with the stopper, the stop clock, and they had a clock up as well, so everybody could see the times that were being run. Great event, it was fantastic, it was really, really good. Let me just jump through that first. There's all the times from all the qualifiers. They all got their practice run first, and then they got a live race. So they did a bit of a practice first, then they went into the live competition, which is what you see at the start, and then obviously the shootout was later on after a brief break. Top 10 there, highlighted in blue, so it was some really interesting times. Yeah, the shootout was really good, it was really fun, and Jake Beekman and his crew of friends and his cheerleading squad certainly lifted the excitement and the atmosphere as well, and he pulled it off. He pulled off the win with a cracking leg. Let me just go back to the winning times. So there they are. 4 rides under. Let me just get 4 rides under 30 seconds. Troy, I wouldn't like to say Troy had a good leg. He did. Troy Sarkisiris had a good leg. But Jet Kabolka got 3rd place. Ben Mountford got 2nd. First was Jake. There was not a lot in it at all, but it was a cracking competition. Yeah, it was fun, real good fun. So congratulations to everybody involved there. Well done. All right. The great thing about this event was it would be so good if there was more events similar to this, because it brought a certain vibe. There was a good crowd of people there watching it. The new Yamaha Jet Blaster was on show as well. Interesting handling characteristics compared to a Spark apparently. I've never tried either one, so I'm not entirely sure. So let me just get the pictures up, and hopefully you can see them. So there's the Jet Blaster. Fun looking ski, without a doubt. Yeah, so they're pretty slick. There's some of the riders. That's Jai, Geordie there in the middle with his team, and all the riders. That was the riders briefing at the very start. Yeah, it was really well organised, really flowed really nicely. Yeah, as you can see there, there's a timekeeper for the shootout. Cracking event. You know, absolutely loved it. So there we go. That's that, and that's your top 10. Well done to everyone. All right, now that's it, guys. That's me for this week. Next week I will be back, and we'll be talking about a few other things as well. I've heard, yeah, Josh, interesting comment. New blasters, pretty good, tight machines. It's a tidy looking machine. I guess there's a bit of a debate about where it fits. Does it have its own? Is it a case of setting up its own race series, race class? There's a lot of talk about that potentially maybe happening. Where does it fit within the current racing structure? Does it need its own class to be accommodated? It certainly has merit, as you can see from the footage in the YouTube channel. Go to that and you'll see how it handles. It slides out a bit for a lot of people. And bear in mind, this is a bog standard Jet Blaster, no sponsons or anything like that, straight out the box. So that's what you've got, and that's what you're dealing with. But interestingly, the back end slid out on a few people who are no slouches in riding skis themselves. So yeah, be interesting to see how that one pans out. All right, now, so okay, that's the roundup. All right, now going to sign out. As I always do, I've got another video. Jeff Lakeford, nautical image. It is basically it's a roundup from he attended the state championships on the Saturday. Grabbed enough footage, grabbed enough to substantiate a video highlighting day one of the state championships. So I'm going to leave you with that video. Enjoy. You can see what the conditions were like. It was a pretty good weekend. The weather on Saturday was nice and sunny, but it was a bit windy, and which made it a little bit cold. Sunday was much nicer, less winds, so it was good that way, and it wasn't as cold either, and the fog lifted early. So all round it was a good weekend, barring the mishaps. But yeah, it is what it is. It's happened. So we've got to learn from it and move on. All right, build for the future. All right, now I'm going to leave you with that video from Jeff. Guys, I thank everybody for tuning in. Please share, support, like, subscribe to the channel, the Facebook page. Share what I do. Help support what I do. Your support and your viewership, tuning in every week, I really appreciate. I can't thank everybody enough. And let's try and move forward as a community, as a group, positively. Alright, now here's the video. Until next week, everyone, thank you. Stay safe out there, respect each other, be tolerant, enjoy the wars, and most importantly, have some fun. Take care.
Let's go. I was born to kill it. I was meant to win. I am down and willing, so I will find a way. It took a minute, now it didn't happen right away. When it get hot in the kitchen, you decide to stay. That's how it winners made. Stick a fork in the hater on my dinner plate. I walk into the fire like it's just a bit of flame. I switch my style up, watch the money pile up. I'ma get rich or die trying, want me switch lanes. I'm always getting better, I'ma be on fifth place. On this one, then fourth on the next. Third, second, first, third, fourth, with the best. She showing love, give me all the raw energy. Don't stop, go ahead, get it in. Jump, knock, let me in. Huff and buff and blow the house down. Raw energy. Don't stop, go ahead, get it in. Jump, knock, let me in. Huff and buff and blow the house down. I do it for the love, they perform for the checks. And I still get more, they be bored by the rest. I done put the work in, wasn't born in success. See the storm, it affects the performance. But I dance in the rain and the thunder, the drums. So I keep going hard, I won't stop till I'm done. From the bottom to the top, I'm the one. I can drop in a month, I'll be back at the top. Raw energy. Don't stop, go ahead, get it in. Jump, knock, let me in. Huff and puff and blow the house down. Raw energy. Don't stop, go ahead, get it in. Jump, knock, let me in. Huff and puff and blow the house down. Yeah, we blow the house down. Yeah, we blow the house down. Big moves, we shake this.